My name is Quinn Amos. I am 18 years old and I'm currently attending Florida State University as a freshman. These videos will act as a log of my life, seeing how written diaries seem to fail me. These videos will not be cut, edited, or dolled up in any way, shape, or form, nor will. I'm sorry. This is more for myself than for others, but I would appreciate it if anyone would comment or message me or something just for that. But these are more for me to look back on, see how I progress. The date is Tuesday, July 5th. It is 10:13 right now. I got a couple things I need to talk about. I'm originally from Cincinnati. It's a 14-hour drive down to Florida. So I know no one here, or at least I knew no one. Started off completely new. You'd think that'd be a good thing. No one knows you and you know no one, but it's that you know no one part that's got me down. I've reinvented myself from what I used to be. This is who I am right now. I'm able to show who I am, but apparently that's not good enough for the world. I made two friends recently. I'm not going to name names, so I'll call them A and B. I made A before I made B. A and I had a lot in common. We were both geeks. We enjoyed watching science fiction. We knew most of the geek type jokes and stuff like that. Now keep in mind, I come from a background where I come from a background where people didn't really talk to me as much less be my friend. The friends I had back home barely spoke to me on a day-to-day basis, at least. Like I'd spend a day with one of them, and then I wouldn't really see them much for a month. So when I made a new friend, I guess I went overboard. Because after that, we hung out almost every day. And then we made friend B at a block party right outside my dorm. Friend B I wasn't very certain about her. I mean, I view her as a friend and I will always view her as a friend, but I didn't think she viewed me much as one. Chances are they're both watching this right now, and I mean no harm to either of you. This is just my thoughts, laying it all out right now. It just felt, somehow I knew what was going to happen. I mean, one thing I do is I read facial expressions, like really well. And somehow, through that and through things she said, it felt like friend B found me annoying or found me as a burden. Just yesterday, she actually had the guts to tell me so herself. She said I was wearing them down. Both of them. She was speaking for friend A as well. And at the time, I thought she was just making an observation of herself own accord, but today I spoke to friend A, and she said the same thing. I was wearing her down as well. These were the only two friends I have made here, hundreds of miles away from home. And I was told by both that in order to make friends, You have to give out a positive image of yourself. You have to like yourself before you can make friends. You have to be happy before you make friends. Well, that's the problem. If you have to be happy in order to make friends, I mean, think about it. This what I live for is my friends right now. That's all that's keeping me going. And they tell me that I have to be happy in order to make friends. Well, in order to be happy, I have to make friends. I can't be happy with all my own. No human was made to be alone. Otherwise, nature would have made sure there would only be one of us. I'll be making another log tomorrow. I'm not sure what else I should talk about. That's the big thing that's been on my mind, and I just wanted to get it out there. I asked someone, I mean, they weren't really a friend. I mean, they're friendly, but I don't really know them. But I have their number, and I asked them if they'd eat breakfast with me. They haven't gotten back to me, which is no big surprise. I just want to point out right now, I am not suicidal, so don't worry about that. I have no anger towards friend A or friend B, and I hold no grudges. Not anymore. It's just I don't have much to live for. Not on my own. And I've been told time and time again, oh, FSU is a big campus. I'm sure you'll find someone. Well, what now? I found 2 people, and I failed. I actually found someone, and I still failed. The universe has a sick sense of humor. You know that? I don't think I'm going to eat breakfast unless that person texts back. You want to know something funny? Friend B, not so long ago, invited me to watch a movie today. Like last week, we knew that a movie was coming out today, and she invited me to come. I don't know if things have changed or what, but right now I'm taking it 1 minute at a time. Minutes feel like hours. For the past hour or so, I've been playing the piano that my dorm has over there. Thank God that that's there. And I've been playing my ocarina. Music really helps me feel better. I can't just run on music alone, but it's going to slow it down a bit. Slow my depression down at least. There's a song by Green Day, and I know this is really cliche bringing this up, but there's a song by Green Day called Boulevard of Broken Dreams. And there's this one line in there. I'm trying to remember what it is. Where it goes, but it's only me. My shadows beside me. Sometimes, I remember it now. It was sometimes I wish someone out there would find me. Till then, I walk alone. That's my biggest wish right now. Just for someone just to randomly pop up and become my friend. Apparently, that's not how the world works. I mean, if the world worked that way, maybe we wouldn't have war, we wouldn't have hatred. if people just randomly became friends with each other. I mean, I can't talk to anyone around here that I don't know without them looking at me like I have three heads. I mean, here people tell me, oh, you'll find someone. There's so many things to do. Well, I've looked it up online. I've spoken to people. No one knows where these things to do are. Like at orientation, they told us that there's a group for everything, like a student-run organization for everything. I've looked it up. There are student-run organizations. They leave no contact number. They leave no meeting areas. They leave nothing. How am I supposed to find them? And I've walked around this campus 3-4 times now, and I've seen no one that is willing to talk to me. I can't just go out there and randomly say hi to someone. That doesn't... I mean, I know that that's probably what I should do, but it doesn't feel right. I've had two met back in high school. I did that. Like, I went around and I randomly said hi, and people were like, hi? Like, it was bad that I just said hi to them. I'm not a social person. No, like, let me rephrase that. I'm a social person that's been deprived of any social interactions for the past 12 years at least. I'm not completely sane anymore because of that, which further increases my isolation. I'd like to thank anyone out there watching this, by the way. If you were watching this, thank you, really. If you've gotten this far and you've listened to me. And if anyone who's watching this, God forbid anyone who's watching this, but if anyone who's watching this happens to be at Florida State and it wants to be friends, please tell me. I'm not a psycho, despite being slightly insane. I mean, I'm not. And that's another problem. The world runs more on. I mean, the society we live in is trust deprived. Like, no one trusts anyone, which is my main problem because, I mean, all those monsters, the rapists, the pedophiles, the murderers, the thieves, all these people have given the rest of us a bad name. I am probably the most straight-edge person you will meet in your life. I've never drank, I've never done drugs, never had sex, the only time I cuss is when I get really angry, and that's very, very, very rare. I'm not violent. Heck, I'm not even angry at A or B. I mean, I've already forgiven them. That's something else I've learned to do. I'm not much of a religious person, but I had this youth group back home. That's one thing that they taught me. How to forgive. This is making me feel better, by the way, talking to this camera. I love this camera. I mean, if you could see it, it looks like it's just watching me intently. It doesn't blink, it doesn't frown, it doesn't contradict, it doesn't say, oh, hang on, I'll catch up with you later, I gotta do something else. It doesn't abandon. It just sits and watches and it listens. It listens. And then it gives it to the world, so the world can listen if it wants. But it's the only